Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Puteri Nur KAMILIA binti MOKHZANI and my metric number is B0620104119. So I am going to explain about the organizational culture, which is referring to the individual within an organization that characterized by the collective norms of behavior they express. And a positive and good organization's culture can help to achieve its goals by increasing employee engagement and retention. As you can see, a good culture must have the purpose, opportunity, success, appreciation, well-being, and a good leadership. Next, this organizational culture is very important because it influences everything from punctuality and tone to contract terms and employee benefits. And there are 77% of workers think about the company's culture before they applying for a job. And during this pandemic of COVID-19, a day-to-day organizational culture have been affected. Most people nowadays are struggling to get work done. Some people are fearful of being labeled as unproductive if they don't engage with their bosses or team members. The scale of stress and anxiety also will be increased. That's all from me, and I am going to pass the presentation to Tan Hyuti. Thank you.
Thank you, Camila and Waiting. Let's take a look into the first question. Why innovation is crucial? Innovation is crucial because the organization nowadays do not only need to maintain their level of innovation, but also to improve it, so as to compete and perform better than the rival company. It must concentrate on future disruptive projection and not only the existing old assumption. First, innovation can stimulate the company growth. Fostering innovation is a noble invest, especially during the pandemic COVID-19. Many organizations move from traditional business to digitalize, which could provide them more benefits. Secondly, innovation may increase diversity in workplace. Diversity in workplace is important because it provides equality to all regardless of races, colors, gender, or religion. Different voices will be gathered and no more bias occur. Next, innovation improves efficiency of work. When innovation culture is built up, employees seem to be more engaged to the company and then increase the quality of work. Last but not least, creating the employer brand. Job satisfaction involves high performance in work and makes the innovation culture thrive. Remember that innovators always stay in innovative environment. Apart from innovation, change management is another crucial thing in an organization, since it affects everyone in the organization. A success change management codes tension and creates smooth process in the whole change management process. The risk could be reduced by identifying all the possible resistance. Next, it could save time and resources by ensuring every stage of change is transparent and easy to understand by all employees. A good change management also can build positive teamwork in the organization. The morale of employees will be boosted and they find their own way. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is NURRABI'ATUL ADAWIYAH binti ROSLAN. My metric number is B0620100314. The next part is an opportunity for innovation and improvement in an organization is assessed. Approach to innovation and improvement can be beneficial in the implementation of strategic planning, goals, and strategies. It is critical that those in the organization see improvement and innovation as method for moving the organization from where it is to where it wants to be. So, to achieve this goal, the organization strives for innovation and improvement because the quality of care commission inspection assessment is not good. As an ambitious manager, we assess organizational characteristics by identifying strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Next is the improvement identified is justified in the context of organizational objective. As we identify in the SWOT analysis, the organization weakness is more on the people in the organization, such as a lack of staff, manager turnover, a lack of motivation, and financial constraints. Manager turnover is increasing and their leadership style differ, resulting in a lack of familiarity. This problem leads to a shortage staff and an increase in staff turnover as a result of stress, confusion, and the fear of losing their job, causing them to be ineffective in their duties.
Now I'm going to sharing about feasibility analysis. Feasibility analysis is used to determine the feasibility of an idea. It helps us to ensure the project is legally and technically feasible as well as economically sound. We can talk it in simple. We use feasibility study to determine the project is worth investing or not. A well-designed study needs to provide the history, description, accounting statement, and the other information related with the project. Feasibility of project at an earlier stage is important to prevent us bearing the consequence of a failed project. Feasibility study need to consider some factors. There are description project, marketing feasibility, technical consideration, financial projection, organization structure, and managerial feasibility. And now, the type of feasibility study include technical feasibility, economic feasibility, legal feasibility, operational feasibility, and scheduling feasibility. The importance of the feasibility study are improve project teams' focus, identify new opportunities, and narrow the business alternative. Actually, the most important factor to a company to reach success is decision making. After discussion of business idea, feasibility study will be carried out. The objective of this process is help us to build and update a particular business option so we can know it more deeper. Besides that, we also need to collect more different type information, whether it is primary or secondary source. That plays an important role to make product positioning. These steps are important when we do a decision making.
Assalamualaikum, my name is HASNITA binti JAMALUDDIN. My metric number is B062010T68. Now I'm gonna explain about culture change in a management plan to meet stakeholder expectation. First, we have to know how to manage stakeholder. To manage stakeholder expectation, we should identify stakeholders, analyze their influence on the project, develop strategy to communicate, set boundaries, and manage competing expectations. Next, how to manage culture change process. First, we have to measure existing culture values quantitatively, align culture, strategy, and structure on purpose. Ensure that all employees and stakeholders are involved. Repeat all the process of communicating and demonstrating the change. Manage your own and your staff emotional reaction. So what the impact of the culture change in this COVID-19 era? First, company don't stuck in the old process. For example, before the COVID-19 era, employee and staff do their work at the working place, but now they have to do it virtually. They also have to follow the procedure that given by government to make sure the COVID-19 virus do not spread. Also, they are able to adapt the change of consumer behavior. Lastly, if the culture change is positive or success, stakeholder will moving with the change. So the culture change is meeting the stakeholder expectation.